is yours.
Good morning, my name is Christian. I came to pick up my classes. Thank you. I wonder where my first period is at.
Hi, you look lost. Can we help you with anything?
Yes, please. Can I know where the 800s are at?
Sure, follow us.
No, sorry, ladies. I'll show him the way. Let's go. Have you ever did school?
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna go during lunch with my friends. Do you wanna go? It's my treat.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Come on, don't miss out on this great opportunity to get new friends.
Fine. I'll do it.
Get out of here fast. Lunch is almost over. We can leave through the softball field.
What time is lunch?
It ends at 12:36, but we need to leave before so they won't catch us.
It's just that...
What?
Never mind.
All right, let's go.
You want to jump it first? Because I don't know how to jump the fence.
Yeah?
Hurry up, I think I hear a supervisor coming. Well, hurry up, I ain't got all your time.
I'm stuck.
You know what to do, you're on your own.
Man, you know I'm sauced out here. Hey! What you doing?
Nothing bad.
Hey, is that Chris?
Yeah. What? Are you okay, Chris?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's just that I got suspended for 2 days.
And why is that?
Because I got caught bitching with Nancy.
Really? We told you not to hang out with her.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just thought she was fun.
And what did she do about it when the supervisor got there?
She just left. She ditched me.
Really? She just left you? But how did all this happen about you wanting to ditch though?
I don't know. She convinced me like, oh, we're gonna have fun. Like,
Typical Nancy.
yeah.
Yeah, type of friend is that. She's done that to multiple people.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought I was the first one.
No, actually she was my friend when I first met her. And
Really?
she did the same thing.
You got caught ditching too?
Well, no, I didn't. I said no to her. I decided to stay away from her.
I guess I just made the bad choice.
I guess you did.
Yeah. Well, now she stopped talking to me for no reason. Well, I have no one to hang out with now.
You can hang out with us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. We always hang out by the 100.
That sounds good.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we were just dancing. Oh yeah, then we went down in the dirt, and then you couldn't really hear anything from down there. Yeah, I know, but we were
Guys, guess what? I got a scholarship to Stanford University because of my soccer team.
No way, that's
Yes,
crazy.
I know. I just came to give you guys the good news, but my coach just called me in. Okay.
Oh, alright, well,
Bye, guys.
Bye. You know, I'm the one who deserves that scholarship. Well, we all know she's worked really hard for it, so maybe you should be happy for her.
Guys, are you guys ready for the game?
Yeah.
I know practice today is going to be really hard, but I know you guys can do it.
Well, we've all been working really hard, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna win today.
I know, just don't make a goal just at practice, but you guys better make a goal at the game as well. Like, I make goals, so you guys better make goals. But I'll see you guys at the fields. Bye, guys.
Bye. okay? No.
Can you believe she got that soccer scholarship?
I mean, yeah, she worked for it and everything, but come on, who really deserves it?
I think she does.
I feel like anybody who's worked hard for it will get it. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's kind of unfair to me.
Well, it's really important. There's only 11 girls on that team.
Yeah, but I mean, still, it's like any girl can do that. Well, you should be happy for her. It's whatever.
Okay. You guys want to go out after the game?
Where to?
Anywhere. Wingstop, McDonald's, what do you guys want?
What are we gonna celebrate? The goals I make?
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I have better things to do.
Like what? Go paint your nails and get pedicures?
I mean, I'm actually studying for school, so that should keep me busy.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, we all know you're gonna go out with Corey tonight. No,
If you were to study, you would have gotten the scholarship. So
that's why I'm studying. Girl,
Well, it's a little
I'm
too
gonna
late.
work for it. Okay, you guys, let's just focus on the game.
well, I'm gonna start early, guys. Remember.
Let's
go.
start scrimmaging.
Oh no.
Girls, it hurts! Can you call someone? I can't move my leg.
Guys! Are you okay?
Okay.
You okay? Oh my god, look what you've done! Go, doctor!
You alright? Yeah. Alright, let me help you. Let me get the door, okay?
Thank you.
Hope you feel better. Hope it's broke, okay?
Hi guys. What's up?
Wow.
Oh, what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
Like, what happened?
You know what happened.
Wow, is it really that bad?
Yeah, why are you guys act so surprised?
Well, what happened? What did they tell you?
Well, first of all, it was pretty obvious what happened. And thanks to that, I lost my scholarship.
Wow, that sucks.
Even though it was on purpose, or at least it was pretty obvious it was on purpose, I'm still gonna try again.
Oh my god. Girl, I am so sorry. I really did not think that it would be that bad.
You're good as long as you pay for my hospital bills.
Another day of work. This is the 5th broken stoplight in a row. At this rate, I'm gonna be late.
You're late. I've been out here for hours waiting for you to show up.
You have the keys. Why don't you just open yourself?
You have the keys and stop asking questions and open the door. It's freezing. out here.
Alright. That's why I don't hire people with low IQs. It's gonna be a long ass day. I said I wanted the blue wrapping gifts. It's a boy's gift.
Hey, can you wrap any faster? I have always so skills.
You weren't even wrapping it right. Are you even qualified to be wrapping presents? I could have wrapped my presents twice over the time it's taken me. Do you see your manager?
Go talk to him. I quit.
Hey! Put the money in the bag.
Sorry.
Put the money in the bag. Right.
Hey, drop the weapon or I'm after use force.
Dude, listen to him. He's a boxer.
Hello everybody, welcome to EVAC News, your number one news source for all EHS students. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Angel.
The latest project in Mr. Rose's DMA class is music videos, using state-of-the-art cameras and high-end editing software.
The DMA students got the chance to create, perform, and stylize their very own music video by using proper techniques and their own creativity.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of. If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you.
many years now, African Americans have been oppressed, facing racism and discrimination. In order for them to stand up against these hateful actions, they came together to protest peacefully in an attempt to fight for equality. The Freedom Riders were organized because Southern states would not enforce their integrated bus laws. The Freedom Riders were a group of white and African American civil rights activists who rode on buses throughout the American South in 1961 to protest non-enforced segregated bus terminals. The protesters had peaceful intentions but would ultimately end in violence. Many of the buses used would often be hit with rocks, have their tires slashed, and even set on fire. 27 Freedom Riders headed for New Orleans and were arrested as soon as they arrived in the bus station in Jackson, Mississippi. Project C Birmingham is one of the most influential campaigns of the civil rights movement. It was a movement that was organized in early 1963 by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Their hopes were to bring awareness to the integration efforts of the African Americans in Birmingham, Alabama. They began a series of lunch counter sit-ins, marches on City Hall, and boycotts on downtown merchants to protest segregation laws in the city. The peaceful protesters faced violent attacks from police using high-pressure fire hoses and police dogs on men, women, and children. The Birmingham campaign ended with a victory in May of 1963. Local officials agreed to remove white or black only signs from restrooms and drinking fountains in downtown Birmingham. In 1963, Birmingham was known as one of the most racist cities in the South. In May of 1963, about 800 students from a high school in Jefferson County went on a 10-mile walk all the way to Birmingham City, but were arrested and jailed on the way there. In May 1963, the Children's Crusade launched and began a march on Birmingham. By May 7th, more than 3,000 black young people were marching on the city. On May 2nd, the children left the Baptist church in groups, heading throughout the city to protest segregation peacefully. One of their goals was to talk to the mayor of Birmingham about segregation in their city. They were not met with a peaceful response. On the first day of the protest, hundreds of children were arrested. The second day, Commissioner of Public Safety, Bull O'Connor, ordered police to spray the children with powerful water hoses, hit them with batons, and threaten them with police dogs. Local officials had agreed to meet with civil rights leaders and hash out the plans to end the protest. City leaders agreed to desegregate business and to free all who had been jailed during the demonstrations. The Children's Crusade marked a significant victory in Birmingham. The city was in the world spotlight and local. The Children's Crusade marked a significant victory in Birmingham. The city was in the world spotlight, and local officials knew that they could no longer ignore the civil rights movement. The Selma to Montgomery marches were 3 different protest marches held in 1965. Along the 54-mile highway from Selma, Alabama, to the state capital of Montgomery, this march was led by Martin Luther King Jr. and had the protection of the federal court order and the Federal Guard unit and troops. The riots took place in Los Angeles from August 11 to August 16 in 1965. In those 5 days of the riot, it resulted in more than $40 million worth of property damage. This riot left 34 dead, 1,032 injured, and nearly 4,000 arrested. The Watts riots was the worst urban riot in 20 years, foreshadowing the many rebellions to occur in ensuing years during the 1967. In today's society, we still face these same problems. African Americans still experience racism and discrimination. Let's join together to stop all this hate, not only for black people, but for people of all different race, religion, and genders.
Alcatraz wasn't always just a prison or a tourist attraction. Long before even American settlers came to the United States, this island belonged to the Ohlone people. In the mid-1800s, this land was taken from the Ohlone when the U.S. military seized control along San Francisco Bay. On November 20th, 1969, 89 students sailed across the bay to reclaim Alcatraz for all the Native American people. They called themselves Indians of all tribes and demanded an answer to why more than 500 treaties with federal government promising to preserve Indian land, water, and human rights had been dishonored. For over 500 years, Native people have suffered through genocide and subsequent assimilation policies. These policies sought out to destroy and stifle Native American culture by making their languages and ceremonies illegal, as well as policies that divided up their land. Acres of land were taken from the natives due to the valuable resources found within them, such as gold, oil, and gas. The Indians of all tribes lived on Alcatraz without food, electricity, heat, or water, much like their people in reservation or native communities.
It was the first time all Native people united to have their voice heard, and although the occupation only lasted 19 months, their stand was not in vain.
In 1970, immediately after the Alcatraz occupation, President Nixon announced the legislation in an attempt to improve the lives of the American people. Over the next 5 years, the government transferred millions of acres of ancestral land back to the native people and passed more than 50 legislative proposals supporting tribal sovereignty. Put the cookie down! Despite the growing attempts of all treaties and legislative continue to be ignored. For the past 47 years, they have fought for their land, life, and water, engaging in the legal and administrative to no avail.
Something's wrong. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just kind of thinking about Amy.
Again? Look, babe, I already told you. There's nothing we could have done about that. I mean, I know you said some stuff to her, and I said some stuff to her, but so did everybody else. So why should we feel bad?
I guess, but I don't know. I feel like I could have done something.
Hey, it's fine. All right? We're fine. So where are you?
What? Why?
You sent me a text saying to meet at our table.
What do you mean? I didn't text you anything.
No, yeah, you sent me a text.
ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2.
Assault, 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and 102 counts of first, second, and third degree murder. I'm jumping.
Give me a reason why I should help you, pig. Bastard, where's my son?
You have 24 hours.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
Oh hi, fancy seeing you here. Today I'm going to talk about Chromebook safety. Yeah!
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
Bring your Chromebook every day. It's the most important thing you can do. If you leave it at home, well, that's the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
And if you didn't charge your Chromebook, bring your charger, because you're irresponsible. You didn't charge it at home.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet. On your mark, get set. We're riding on the internet. Cyberspace, set free. Hello, virtual reality. Interactive appetite, searching for a website. A window to the world that can get online.
You're not supposed to eat by your Chromebook. And don't look up weird things. That's against the school rules.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
Chromebook, please! I am here. I dropped my Chromebook. That one. So if and when you break your Chromebook, you take it to the library. There's an office in there that will actually fix your Chromebook. Follow me to the library. It's in there.
On your mark, get set. We're riding on the internet, cyberspace, set free. Hello, virtual reality.
Interactive appetite, searching for a website, a window to the world, got to get online.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
Hi, my name is Miguel Gardia. I am a senior at Alvarez Alvarez High School, and I am the vice president of the DMA. We do a lot of stuff with cinema. We film commercials, movies, videos, just anything you can think of. We have a lot of good professional camera equipment.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Enriquez. I'm a senior here in the DMA class. We work with cameras such as DSLRs, Sony cameras up to 4K. We also do editing with like Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Premiere.
I like DMA. It's hard sometimes, but I mean that's just depending on what you're doing and how much you have planned. As long as you're open to knowing your schedule is pretty much going to be busy. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Just know you're going to be busy most of the time.
I joined sophomore year of high school, and I joined because I actually wanted to learn the program. It was new back then, so I actually was kind of interested to see what this program would bring for me. It's actually pretty fun. You know, there's some field trips we go to, such as LA, San Francisco. We go to MK here in Salinas. And if you actually are dedicated to actually going to the film industry, this academy is for you.
I feel like Superman, they gon' remember me. I think I know I can. Who says it's hard to reach? Who's gonna stop me on the road to success? I don't know. They try to break me down, but I'm still on my feet. This city's full of life, so why is it hard to breathe? Oh, why did God create this world so unfair? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can't run, I can't crawl, and sometimes I feel like I ain't nothing at all. Life is a journey where you stumble and fall, but I'm okay when I lie down in your arms.
Guys!
What's up, man?
I have an idea.
I think we should do something more serious.
Wait. We should do something crazy.
You're not that for snow. River we feel when you step to the go. They gon' force me to lose my control. They ready to walk down the road. What? It's so seem like we take over. I've been doing business, I play with the owners. Too late for the deadline is close to the world has been right. Don't you see I'm the owner? Yeah, we on the ultra beam, yeah. With all the money and grin, yeah. My beats, yeah. I like the way that she stays, yeah. Little niggas doing big shopping just for the.
I have the perfect song.
It's like Eminem and Dr. Dre. If I love you more, I might be gay. And when I'm feeling down, you know just what to say. You my homie, yeah, you know me. And if you ever need a wingman, I'd let any girl blow me off. Cause you're more important than the rest. I confess, I'm a mess if I'm not hanging with my BFF. You know it's true, you my male boo. Now sing the chorus with me if you're feeling the same way too. Nothing really gay about it. No, that there's anything wrong with being gay. Man, shouldn't be ashamed or hide it. I love you in the most heterosexual way. Hold me to a promise that I'll be the kind of friend that in the end will always keep you company. Cause when the world gets tough and times get hard, I will always love you. I'll be your bodyguard cause you're my bestie. And if you test me, I'll prove it time and time again. I've got your back until the end. A brother from another mother. Never knew how much I loved you till I started singing this song. Romance, nothing really gay about it. No, that there's anything wrong with being gay. Romance, you shouldn't be ashamed or hide it. I love you in the most heterosexual way. And now that I've told you how I feel, I hope you feel the same way too.
Did my best. Like that perfect.
That's what I did.
No, you didn't. You
Yes, the fuck I did.
No, you did not.
In your eyes, there's a heavy blue. One to love and one to lose. Sweet divine, the heavy truth. What do I want? Don't make me choose. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer night. Drunk on a feeling alone with the stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys, on the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love and every stranger took too much easy anger. All for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you.
shorts.